All right, Star 99.9, it's Kevin Begley, another Star 99.9 Maritime Chevrolet Acoustic Session here at Little Pub in Fairfield. And today I'm so excited we're with Tom Odell. Tom, welcome to Connecticut.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I've heard you've been traveling a lot, right? Just flying all over the place?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, we were just doing some promotion.
Yeah. Now, when you're traveling around, are you a movie guy on planes? Are you a book guy, music, podcasts?
Yeah, I like a bit of both.
Yeah.
I diversify my entertainment.
Nice.
Yeah, on the plane over, I watched Puss in Boots.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I did, actually.
Nice.
It's one of the best films I've seen in ages.
There's something about watching on a plane. I feel like I'm immersed in the movie more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're paying attention. It's inches from your face.
Although I don't like watching any sort of films that have any sort of anxiety in them.
Yeah, true.
Like any sort of like, I once watched a film about a boat being lost in the ocean.
Oh, no.
And I don't like that. That was not good.
Right, especially if you're flying over water. Yeah.
Because I don't really like flying that much.
Yeah.
I like it when you land.
Yeah.
I feel excited by flying, but
Right.
yeah, I don't like being like over the ocean and stuff.
Yeah.
It scares me a little bit.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
So you just announced your North American tour for the
Yes,
fall in
yeah.
October.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw you live in Boston back in
right,
2016, I think it was.
Yeah.
And that was the fall. That was the fall season. It was in October of
Yeah.
2016. And I
Yeah.
feel like seeing you in that sort of fall night. It was such a cool experience. I feel like
Oh,
the energy
nice.
was awesome.
Yeah.
And do you feel that as an artist too? Like when you play certain cities, or if there's a certain energy where you're playing the venue, do you feel different in different places?
That's a very interesting question. Yeah, I definitely. I feel that, it's the time of year you get a different kind of reception.
Yeah.
Like if you play in the summertime, like people want to have fun.
Right,
and,
right.
Like, I think in the winter it can be the sadder songs maybe resonate more with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I always think like the venue matters a lot as well.
Yeah.
Because we do such different styles of venue. Like sometimes they're like theatres, and sometimes they're kind of like more, I don't know, modern venues.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of collaborations. So Butterflies most recently with Aurora. When you do a collaboration, do you have someone in mind when you're writing the song, or do you write it with them, or does it just sort of vary from, instance to instance?
No, it's quite serendipitous. Like I wrote this. I had the song knocking around for a while, and then I actually was going to pull it on Best Day of My Life, which was my last album, and then it just didn't really feel right. And then I sort of connected with Aurora online. I've been a fan of hers for ages.
Nice, that's cool.
And it was a really wonderful thing where I was a fan of her, and then I worked with her, and I became even more of a fan of her. She's so talented.
Wow.
She's an incredible singer. But yeah, it was really like beautiful sort of collaboration, and it was really funny the other day actually. I hadn't seen her since I'd done we did a little video for it.
Yeah.
And then I was just walking through Soho in London late at night with my girlfriend, and we bumped into her, which is weird because she lives in Norway.
Yeah, that's weird. That's funny.
And we were like going home because we were tired, and we were like, oh, it's lovely to see you. Had a nice chat, and then we walked another like kilometre.
Yeah.
And then we bumped into her again.
It's fate.
It's like came to this corner, and it was like, oh. And then we're like, oh, well, maybe we should all have a drink. We ended up having a nice drink and a meal and stuff. So it was like, yeah, but she's amazing. She's so inspiring.
It definitely comes through in the music too.
Yeah.
When certain artists do songs with someone that they're friendly with or get along with, like you can hear it. It's great.
Yeah, because I haven't done that much of it. Like some artists do loads of collaboration.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I guess my music's quite introspective. And
Yeah.
It's quite personal. That maybe it would at moments feel weird for someone to sing it with other people, but I really like it, so I'd like to do more of it.
Is there anything you'd want to collaborate with somebody else that's not music? So like maybe co-writing a movie or a TV show?
Yeah, so much. Yeah, I'd love to do anything like that.
I've always been into music supervision. Like I always find it fascinating, like to score a movie or a film or something like that. Would you ever want to do something like that?
Oh my God, yeah, so badly. It's yeah, I would love to do. I mean, I've done bits of like years ago. I remember, like I remember with that movie, If I Stay, I remember like connecting with the director on that because he used my song Heal, and then he asked if I'd do like another version of it, and so he like described the whole scene, and then I went into the studio and like made it more dramatic.
Oh, nice.
And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I've cut some songs to scenes before, and actually playing the piano and having a screen up,
Yeah.
and you sort of play along. I'd love to do something like that.
That's neat.
And it's nice to not just be singing about, you know, your own stuff.
It's another creative outlet. Yeah. A different way to write songs.
Yeah. So I'd love to do something like that.
And your song "Another Love," which we're playing on Star, that's kind of an interesting story too, because that had a huge success back to almost 10 years ago now, and then and then it started blowing up on TikTok. So what was that like when that started to have a resurgence? Like, how did did it feel weird? Did it feel fun?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird with that song. It was like it was difficult because I always remember, actually 10 years ago, like it did like well in the UK and Europe and stuff, but it was always like, I always felt that it sort of maybe like we'd play it like 7 years later, and like people would really scream it and sing it, and I was always like this feeling of like maybe it hadn't sort of probably been heard yet. And then, anyway, but the TikTok thing, it's been mad with that song, and it's just been connected to so many significant, mostly, sadly tragic events that have happened over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's been extraordinary for me and quite humbling to watch like something that I made. Because, like that song, Another Love, is like, it's, it really is like one of those songs like I wrote in my like parents' spare bedroom. It was like such a sort of like, like on my own experience where, it was so strange in a way to go from creating something like in that room so innocently, and then it but it's really lovely, and it actually makes me feel very connected with people, and
especially with the social media, with TikTok, you can watch and duet what these people are doing with your music.
Yeah,
like it must feel like a whole new way to connect with fans.
100%. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, social media is interesting because it's like I think it's done a lot for artists like myself. Yeah. Being able to connect with our audience. I also am concerned about social media.
Yeah, it's like right. It's the pros and cons.
Yeah, I guess like lots of things. It's morally ambiguous. I think there's good things and there's bad things coexisting. But I think that it's interesting also how it's changing what music means to people and what they use it for. Almost like maybe in the past 3 years, like the role of music has changed.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
What is music to people? I guess 20 years ago it was something to play in your car, but now people are using it to document parts of their life. I mean, it's
like they're experiencing the music more because they're not just listening in headphones or in the car. They're actually either doing a dance or interpreting it. Yeah.
I mean, it's fascinating.
It really is.
I think, not to sound all, cliche, but I'm just like, I'm so happy to work in music. Like, it's such an exciting, like, place. It seems like it's always at the epicenter of change and what's going on in the world, and even just to have one song that has connected with people, and I'm really proud of that.
That's great. Well, we're happy to play your music. We're glad that you keep making it, keep touring, and so you have the tour coming up in the fall. What other plans do you have going forward after this?
Well, I've been working on new music.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, so we're doing lots of festivals over the summer. We're playing like 40 festivals.
That'll be fun.
All over Europe, and there's a couple in the States doing like Lollapalooza in Chicago.
Nice.
Bottle Rock on the West Coast. And
Oh, that'll be a blast.
yeah, so it's exciting. And then we're coming back in October to do our North American tour, which we're really excited about. It's the biggest, we've been coming to do, my band and I, we've been coming to tour here. I mean, this will probably be our 5th or 6th tour, I think, that we've done in the States, maybe more. And it's really exciting that, this time we're playing the sort of the biggest venues that we've ever played in, and it just, that means we can just do it a little bit closer to like, how we want to do it with we can afford to bring the right instruments and stuff like that.
That's great. And your live shows are incredible. So anyone who hasn't seen Tom Odell before, definitely try to get to one of those shows.
Yeah, it's super. We put a lot into it, and the guys I play with are phenomenal. Like the band, I've played with them for 10 years, and we've toured the world together, and it's so great that I'm so excited for that tour. And yeah.
Nice. Well, Tom Odell, thank you so much. We really appreciate you doing this for our fans and for our listeners. And best of luck with everything going forward.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Cheers. Cheers. Awesome. Cheers. Thanks.